You know, PR has tried, but I'm not gonna sit here and give some politically correct. I know. I mean, this every day I wake up and see the news, and I'm horrified. I think that it's crazy that some people might make it seem like, or make it sound like it's acceptable. The murder of civilians is acceptable. Every day, I mean, I read the news, and sometimes I'm asking very deep questions about my own life. But I'm conscious also that saying everything, that's on my mind would have a cost that's too great for me right now. So I'd rather not get into too many details.
San Antonio Spurs star Victor Wembanyama commented on the recent killings by ICE.
Is that kind of a big factor in this, that people have that fear that if they speak openly about an injustice they see, there can be repercussions?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's terrible. It's I know I'm a foreigner. I live in this country, and I am concerned for sure.
Is that part of your hesitance, being a foreigner? Does that play into your?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's yeah. I'm not getting too many details, but yes.
And with that, Wemby has already said more than this guy.
Just a message to that community. Man, I just love Minnesota. All the love and support that they show me, so I'm behind with whatever they would. And I don't really have social media, so I'm not in tune with everything, but I've heard about the stuff that's going on, so me and my family definitely praying for everybody.
The face of Minnesota basketball, Anthony Edwards.
Brock, as a Twin City, do you have any thoughts about the unrest going on in the Twin Cities? Anything strike you? What's happening?
Yeah, it's sad. It's being from Minnesota, you hate to see things like this, and definitely sad for a lot of people. So,
Thanks.
Brock Faber of the freaking Minnesota Wild.
Obviously, as someone who lives here, like, and obviously has kids like that, just what's your kind of reaction to kind of see what the community's been like the last week or so?
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty devastating. Having all my girls born here, and Minnesota's home, so to see what's going on in Twin Cities, it's tough to see, and right now we're just thinking about everyone involved, and just trying to give our support as a team and through this organization.
How tough is it, like, from a distraction standpoint too? You all live on that side of town. A couple guys live in downtown. Downtown, where there have been protests. I mean, has it been tough coming up to the rink every day and kind of keeping your eye on playing and practicing?
Yeah, I think anything that happens in your community, and we get to play a sport for a living, right? So sometimes it's it's not always real, and what's real is what's going on downtown and around Minnesota. So you just kind of step away from the game and understand what life's all about, and you just, again, you're thinking about everyone, and it's, put yourself in their shoes. It's a scary situation. So we're just trying to be supportive and try to get through it, and just come to work and play this game that we can do. That's all we really can do right now.
And while Marcus Foligno gave a slightly better answer, it still falls short. Interestingly enough, Ian Kennedy of the Hockey News put out this tweet. The NBA Players Association released a statement saying players can no longer remain silent, and that we must stand in solidarity with the people in Minnesota protesting and risking their lives to demand justice. The NHLPA and PWHLPA have remained silent. Another voice who has spoken out quite well.
I think it's just it's violence, like senseless violence, right? Like it's one of those things where there's a human element to all this, right? Like, you know what I mean? And we were there for the first one, and then to see it happen again, it's become the norm. You know what I mean? It's become something that, quite frankly, I don't feel like any of us in here it's like, man, like, this is just like a normal thing. Like, that shouldn't be, right? Like, it's one of those things. We are in this bubble as NBA players, right? Like, we're removed, but in the same token, like, being there in Minnesota, and I talked about this, being there in Minnesota when that happened, Like, it really made you open your eyes because you're there. You feel it, right? It's 10 minutes away, right? We were on lockdown in the hotel, right? You can only feel for the people of Minnesota, feel for the families, because it's just not right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I see it's like the sides. Like, no, I mean, it's the human element. You know what I mean? It's the human part of it that trying not to curse. It's like that gets to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part. And you know what I mean? And there's so much craziness and like, oh, it's this, it's that. It's like, no, let's be humans. Like, let's you know what I mean? Like, what about that? Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's what is awful. It's not right. You know what I mean? It's not right that it keeps happening. It's not right that it's desensitized the way it is. I even saw like the little kid that was by himself. I don't know the full thing, but I saw like the little kid that was by his or herself. Like, what about the human side of that? Like, that's a child by itself, no parent. You know what I mean? I feel like we lose that in all of this, and you know what I mean? And that's what's alarming, disheartening, for myself, for us family, right? You know, I have family who came to this country, right? You know what I mean? And they fear for their lives. They fear, and they're legal citizens, like they fear. And I don't know the whole situation of the people that got, you know, murdered, but I do know that it's BS, right? Like, it's BS, and that's just been my standpoint on it. And I pray for the families that are affected by it. I pray for everybody that's affected by it, and I pray we figure this out, man, because it's getting out of hand, and it's something that we need to just figure out, and hopefully we do soon, because it's just become the norm, and it's nuts, it's insane, and that can't be who we are as a country, as a people. So those are my thoughts.
The Cleveland Cavaliers is Donovan Spida Mitchell. This isn't really that hard to comprehend. It's not even that hard to reflect on. We are seeing American citizens get murdered by the federal government. And Victor Wembanyama understands how PR wanted him to say something different than what he gave. And that is why Wemby, in many fans' eyes, including mine, is showing more of a spine than, I would say, 90+% of athletes, if not 98+%. His comments are swift, they are simplistic, and they are quite impactful. In comparison to what Anthony Edwards said, it's like, stop asking me those questions. I don't want to hear those questions. Yeah, I feel for everybody. Move on. It's a joke. Brock Faber, who plays for the Wild, couldn't even muster half the courage that Wemby did, where he even added, did Wemby, that he's fearful of saying more because of his immigration status in the country. We have seen how the Trump administration will go after anybody and everybody for speaking out against them. Yet he was measured and also precise. And many other athletes should take note. From Wemby, Breonna Stewart, the PWHL, some of the players in the organization, and honestly, very few more. It's been very disappointing to see how many just want to give these ho-hum answers when, once more, we are seeing American citizens be brutalized and murdered by the federal government. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports, and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.